It was supposed to be a normal day at the zoo. Families strolled through the pathways, laughter echoed around the exhibits, and the sun shone brightly in the sky. Children pointed in delight at playful monkeys swinging from branches, while others pressed their faces against the glass, mesmerized by the vibrant colors of the tropical birds. The air was filled with a mix of anticipation and joy, as visitors looked forward to a fun-filled day surrounded by nature's wonders. But as I stood watching the crowd, I suddenly felt the ground shake beneath my feet. My heart raced as I looked around, trying to figure out what was happening. It took just a moment to realize that something was terribly wrong. The elephants, the magnificent giants of the animal kingdom, had broken loose from their enclosure. Panic gripped me for a brief moment as my mind raced with what this could mean. Elephants are powerful creatures, and their sheer size can be intimidating. I knew I had to act quickly. In moments like this, staying calm is essential. I remembered my training. I recalled the countless hours spent learning about animal behavior. Elephants aren't mean creatures, they're intelligent, curious, and deeply social animals. Instead of following my instinct to flee, I took a deep breath and focused on what I needed to do. I quickly alerted the zoo staff, my voice steady as I explained the situation. They jumped into action, honking walkie-talkies and ensuring that everyone was aware of the elephant's escape. We worked together seamlessly, directing visitors away from the elephant area and making sure they remained safe. The zoo staff had protocols in place for situations like this, and I felt a wave of relief knowing that we were all on the same page. While the team handled the gates and coordinated the response effort, I made my way toward the elephants, my mind fixed on one important detail: food. I raced to the back of the zoo, where we kept the elephants' favorite treats, giant watermelons and bananas. As I gathered the fruits, I could hear the sounds of splashing nearby. I knew the elephants had found the fountain, which explained the tremors I felt moments ago. When I arrived at the fountain, I wasn't met with chaos or destruction. Instead, I found the elephants calmly wandering around, enjoying the cool spray of water and munching on whatever foliage they could reach. It was a surreal sight. The unwarranted panic that had clouded my mind began to clear, replaced by an understanding of their natural curiosity. They were simply exploring, their large ears flapping with delight, and their trunks playfully flicking water into the air. One particularly playful elephant, with large expressive eyes, seemed to notice me standing nearby. It turned and, with a quick flick of its trunk, sprayed water all over me, as if to say it was all just a big joke. I couldn't help but chuckle at the moment, my anxiety dissipating as I realized that the elephants weren't trying to cause trouble. I approached them slowly, speaking softly to keep them calm. I held out the watermelons and bananas, trying to entice the elephants to follow me back to their enclosure. One elephant flapped its ears enthusiastically, clearly intrigued by the bright red watermelon. I smiled, feeling a sense of camaraderie with these colossal beings. My heart swelled with determination as I began to move, using my calm movements and soothing voice to guide them. As I led the way, the elephants followed, their curiosity piqued by the promise of treats. We walked together, a reluctant parade of humans and elephants, navigating the lush paths of the zoo. The other staff members were busy managing the gates, ensuring that all was under control and that no visitors wandered near the elephants. Together, we formed a safety net, protecting the visitors while also considering the needs of the elephants. There was an undeniable bond that formed in those moments. The gentle giants seemed to trust me, their massive bodies moving cautiously beside mine. I remembered the countless times they had exhibited affection, how they would reach out with their trunks to touch or nuzzle, always seeking connection. And now, I was leading them back home, a role I never expected to take on that day. With teamwork, patience, and a little courage, we made our way back to the elephant's enclosure, the atmosphere calm despite the earlier chaos. I could hear the faint cheers of children nearby, oblivious to the excitement that had just occurred. Our efforts were met with success as we approached the gates. With careful coordination, the staff and I maneuvered the elephants back inside, offering them their treats as they returned to their familiar surroundings. In the end, We had accomplished what had seemed impossible just hours before. All the elephants were safe and sound, and the zoo was once again a place of joy and wonder. As I stood there watching the elephants enjoy their rewards, I felt a profound sense of gratitude. By the end of the day, everyone was safe, the elephants were happy, and I had a story I knew I'd never forget. It was a day that would remain etched in my memory, an adventure that reminded me of the delicate balance between nature and humanity, of fear and courage, and the unexpected joy that can arise from chaos.